Hi everyone, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are. So, tomorrow is a very special day. So, tomorrow is December 21st, 2020, and basically is one of the most important days, I guess, from the next 200 years. Not only because of what is going to happen tomorrow, but it's also because it's the first day of a period of time of an opening of something new. And not only about December, but also everything that we have been doing through since July this year have been preparing us for tomorrow. So a very important thing about tomorrow is not that tomorrow is so important that it doesn't matter what is happening after that. As you see, this day is very important for all the things that we are doing, but it's not the last spot. It's not the main day, okay? This means that life keeps going. So exactly as December 21st, 2012, like in August 1987 with the harmonic convergency, every date that is so important for all of us is just a switch of perspective and consciousness. It's not a moment where everything changes and or we have to put expectations in that data for something to change and do something very different. No, it's a very important data in the middle of a whole process. Okay, so as in those days, life will continue. We will have to do our things. Life will be normal. We will do normal things. We will do the alignments as every day. Okay, so it's not that something will change tomorrow, but we have the opportunity to put intention on it. So another important thing is that it doesn't matter if tomorrow you cannot be at the specific times with all of us live streaming. The important thing is that you have to put your intention on this. So it doesn't matter if you are working, if you are traveling, whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that whatever you are doing and wherever you find yourself, just put the intention to be connected to all of us. Also tomorrow, maybe there will be people doing ceremonies, people meditating, people praying. It doesn't matter the shape you give to your intention. It doesn't matter. The only intention that we all have to have in mind is that we all are I am. That's the only thing. Yes? That's the main intention. We all are I am. So after that, you flow and you do as you please. Remember that the main key of this path is the I am. So through this I am, the main key, the main tool that the I am has is the referring to yourself. So if you have to refer to yourself, you have to trust yourself in what you feel to do, what you expect to do. Don't wait for me to tell you what to do, how to do it, at what time we do it. Just feel yourself, pay attention to what you resound, and that's it. Okay? So Tomorrow is a very important practice day to something important, which is the to refer to yourself, auto-reference. So this is this would be that our goal in this path is to find the consciousness of the I am. Okay, so if we refer to the we are working with the unconsciousness. Okay, so it's also fine, it's great, because the I am, the we are through the unconscious is a very powerful energy that moves and transforms everything. So it's really important. Okay, it's not something bad, it's something really good that we all work together pushing this energy. But the goal is beyond that, is the I am through consciousness. So this is why tomorrow is like a practice, that it doesn't matter if I say or I don't say what we are supposed to do tomorrow. Just flow. Yes, just pay attention to yourself. What are you feeling to do besides what I say to do? Okay, just pay attention to your body, to your soul, to your spirit. What are you able to give, to share, to be connected to tomorrow? Okay. So tomorrow at around 1 p.m. Egypt time begins the solstice. Okay, so the solstice of winter in the northern hemisphere and the summer in the southern hemisphere. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. the solstice is an important moment of the year because solstice comes from the Latin word sol stare, and sol means sun and stare means stay. Okay, so solstice is the moment when the sun stays on the same place. That's what it means. So this is related tomorrow with winter in the north and summer in the south, because as the earth is moving, yes, the sun moves also. The perception of the movement of the sun is like if it is going south. Okay, so in this movement to the south, we have the perception that the sun is getting away from us. And so when it reaches the farthest spot, it stays there, rising up in the same place for 3 days. So that's why they say the sun stopped, solstice. Okay, so the sun stops, and then in the 4th day starts to come back again to our regions. So from the point of view of north or south, this means that the shortest day of the year has started, so it began the winter. But as it gets closer again, it comes back. It is saying that the spring is coming ahead. Okay, and it's the opposite in the south hemisphere. So the other thing that along the day will be happening, mostly in the evening, will be these two planets, Jupiter and Saturn, crossing each other like an eclipse of both of them. So the light will bright much more, okay, tomorrow, of these two planets, like one star. So it's the joint of these two planets. Okay, so something important about this conjunction. this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn represents the law, the purpose, the goals, the axis where we are heading to, and Saturn means the karma, means all the history, all the structures of time that we have in this matter on Earth. So this conjunction represents that a new law, something new, a new purpose comes into Earth, changing the rules of the game. Yet that's the meaning of this conjunction. You maybe have heard that this joint of these two planets usually happens every 20 years or something like that. But this one is special because they are exactly getting together, because this normally is like crossing the two planets like this, but this is like creating one only planet, okay, from our point of view. So this only happens every 800 years, or sometimes as perfect as this one, every 2000 years. So this means that this conjunction of these two planets will be exactly the same as the ones that 800 years ago creating these revolutions that brought the Renaissance. Okay, so the change of all history through the information that they brought from the Middle East and that in Europe created the Renaissance. Okay, so that's very important because of that conjunction. And 2000 years ago, of course, with Christianity. So this means that what happened tomorrow towards the 10th, the 10 years ahead, it will shape what is going to be the new Renaissance of this time. So that's why it's so important, this conjunction. So also this conjunction is given in the degree 0 of Aquarius. So this is very important because this Bethlehem star is opening the door for the new time. As 2000 years ago it opened the door to the Pisces era, tomorrow this conjunction will open the door for the Aquarius era. So it's kind of like the signature of we are already inside this new process. Okay, so important to know that an era is around 2,500 years in a cycle of 26,000 years. Okay, so and they don't begin exactly in one moment, they mix each other. Okay, so it's not specifically one day that this era begins and the other one ends. So we have been receiving messages also during this past month. We would have to write all of them down so I can explain them, but kind of what as a summary, what we have been receiving, it was all related to the color blue. This is because one of the messages was about the blue moon in the next year in August, about the blue veil of the Virgin, about the Arcturians, which we used to call the blue ones, who are the fathers and mothers of the 12 families of Atlantis, that they went into the 12 nodes of the planet to take care of the doors of the portals of the dodecahedron around the world. So everything that we are receiving about the color blue is started to get connected. Okay, to get all connected. So what we did, what we have been working with since this February 2020 with my friends here in Egypt, was about the Proticta. The protecta was a technology in Atlantean times that it was a cube of blue color. This technology was something related to the vibration with a lot of energy that was able to change everything into its original state. So this cube was kind of a technology to connect with the different realities. So it was an interdimensional structure. Okay. So we have been working with that in order to balance everything that we are doing from the portal of time to space in this trip that we are doing ourselves in the I Am. So during this this work, we were 12 representing 3 water, 3 air, 3 air, and 3 fire. 6 feminine, 6 masculine, and 1 masculine in the center and 1 feminine around, creating the Taurus. Okay, so we were 14 doing that, and that connection was about to create and manifest the protecta, which is this door in between different dimensions. Is a box, an interdimensional box from the past, a technology from Atlantean times. So the information we received today was incredible about this prophecy of the Anangu people in Australian desert, that they say that this day, tomorrow, December 21st, 2020, is like a day where a lot of people must connect with this box, magical box, to activate and rise the vibration of the world. And inside this box, they had these crystals that were used to open the energy of the whole planet, and to help the consciousness to help with consciousness for this transformation to be in balance and not to be chaotic. Okay, so one of the things that we realized today when we were talking about this was that someone from Mexico, from the Popocatépetl, the volcano. So I have these crystals around me right now all the time, and I just forgot about them. So, and I have here, and they are 14 that we are supposed to seed in the world where we are going. So it was amazing. So what we are going to do tomorrow all together is to activate these crystals. So I can show you some of those that I have here. They are all like this. It's blue obsidian. So here you have them. So I have here the 14 around the computer. So all this information that we are going to work with tomorrow has a specific goal, and which is to be able to download into the network of this planet the christic grid. Tomorrow, what we are going to download is the christic network. This is not related to the crystal network, okay? The christic grid comes from the word Christos in Greek, that means the one that is sent, okay? So something important. There is no one that was sent here. Everyone, at some time, we were sent to this reality by ourselves. So maybe some of us can remember that we were sent, but that doesn't make us the one that is sent or that was sent. That just made me the one that remembers that was sent. But we all have been sent. So even if you don't remember, you have been sent. So when we say we have to activate the christic network, it's not to activate a christic network for one Christ. Precisely that. A network is made of many Christs. And who are the Christs? The ones that acknowledge that they were sent and take the responsibility to take action through consciousness. As we are doing here in this network, there are thousands of people doing exactly the same in different kind of networks. And we are all working in different works, doing the same, to download this awareness of being ourselves, the responsibles of our own consciousness. 12,000 years ago, when Pisces began, the energy of the Christ was related to Pisces, which is to be in the service, but in a service for a dream, in a service for the utopia. It's an utopia. To come back to the paradise. That's the Pisces way of feeling Christ. So now the idea of the Christ is connected to the Aquarius energy. So the Aquarius energy is saying we have to start to think about ourselves, our beings, to work with responsibility and stop thinking about utopias in the future and start to act in coherence with ourselves now. It's not more like in the Pisces time, expecting for a savior who comes and brings us to the paradise. In this new time, it's about to recognize myself, the responsibility of my own salvation, bringing that paradise and building it here now. So, as I wrote today in the blog, since tomorrow is very important to take our own path, to start to follow our own path, acknowledging that there are no different paths, because all of them are only one. It doesn't matter which one you take, you will be always in the path, because I am the path. So this is why it's important to understand that the christic task is not about me who is here speaking. My task is just to be here explaining. But the christic task is for all of us. Everything that we are doing here now is not about to live a new humanity. It's about to seed a new humanity. The only way in which you can sow a seed is by working the earth. The only way in which you can enjoy the fruits is having patience on the growth, is enjoying the process. So this is why from tomorrow, when we are going to begin with our task with the christic consciousness, we have to awake our responsibility to take action, not to expect with hope. We have to make faith into wisdom and hope into responsibility. So this is something that I said also before, that in order to take responsibility, you have to know what you have to do. That if I tomorrow disappear and I'm not here anymore doing this, you have to know what you have to do by yourself. What is your power inside? What is your part on this? If the internet falls down, what do we do? Feel it. Allow yourself to do what you are supposed to do. If I just disappear and I don't follow doing this, nothing stops. You have to keep going. Me, myself, I am doing this and I am here in front of you because I took the responsibility of being here. I decide to be here. If tomorrow I just say, I won't do this, I won't take the responsibility, so someone else will take my place. This is why I am reminding you about your inner power and your own responsibility. Because maybe I disappear one day and a new one will come, and the same will be for you. So if we are aware of our position, where we belong, our inner power, and we are responsible with our own creation, so we keep going, because life is eternal. So it's about to keep going. If I am not responsible of myself, someone else will keep going. Because we are all one. This is eternal. So it doesn't matter who is there. We are always occupying the place where we belong. And that place belongs to us as we believe that it belongs to us. And one of the main things that makes you understand that you are in the place where you belong is when you transcend the place where you belong. To transcend the place where we belong is when you recognize that that place is not only for you, because you are everyone. So your place belongs to everyone in the world. And that's why you can transcend your place, because you know that it doesn't matter if you give that place away. Someone that is part of you will take place. And I am saying this now because from tomorrow I accept my responsibility in this. As I said, I'm saying this because tomorrow I take my part of the responsibility in all this. And as I do it, I put my intention that all of those who are a part of me too take that same responsibility. And this responsibility is something that I cannot say because you can only feel it. And that's why I cannot tell the responsibility, or otherwise it will become a law, a mandate, something to do. This is why I can only say, I take my responsibility, and you shall do the same by feeling, acknowledging which is your own responsibility in all this. So this is why tomorrow is when all the paths that we have taken get together and remind us that famous sentence, I am the path. So remember, life is a journey. So don't put your mind in the destiny. Just flow and enjoy the sighting. The vibration for today is je. The statement for today is, I am the legacy to my futures. My future ones. And the code for today is the color blue. Higher every time, the vibration extends to the deep sidereal space. Blue originates like the one that embraces the universal, for in contraposition to infrared is an aspect of high vibration, visible to our eyes. For this, we relate it to the superior centers in the high vibration that connects the cosmos, something that relates it with the throat chakra that communicates the universal spheres. Take deep breath. I concentrate in my breathing and the position of my body. Take a deep breath and remember that you are the water floating in the skies through the clouds, falling down to the ground as the rain. Here is where my journey begins again, the journey of life. Inspiro profundo. I feel how this water pouring starts to get colder, frozen, becoming snowflakes as they softly fall down, sliding by the wind into the hills, the higher mountains of Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, the Americas, the South and the North Pole. I recognize that I am the water of all the rains that fall down in every mountain. And I recognize how this water melts into streams, rivers, lakes and lagoons, bays and seas, all around the globe, the entire world. I become aware how this water that I am is being drunk by every animal in every geography, absorbed by every plant and tree in every climate. Y puedo sentir cómo este agua que soy es bebida por cada humano. Being within each one of these individuals, of these beings, is how I can perceive how myself is divided into many thousands of paths. So I know that here begins all my journeys. Now I allow the images of the entire humanity come to me. Everyone in the past migrating through the world, through mountains and seas, through hot places in the desert and the coldest regions of Siberia. Sailing in boats, creating paths, roads, connecting villages, step by step in every path. And I feel how these migrating humans expand from Europe, Asia, towards the Americas, Africa, Oceania, creating our story, our history, step by step. The families migrating from village to village, city to city, country to country, continent to continent. Creating the globalization of our age, step by step. And I perceive how the lights starts to shine all around the globe, connecting the links, trespassing the borders of countries and nations, creating the internet. The extended world wide web that I am. And I recognize, acknowledge that every thought, idea, action, and emotion is being recorded in this great web around the globe. Everything that I am, everything that we are, turn back to be one again. And by uploading my consciousness to this network of memory, I can leave this legacy to the future ones to be one. I am the legacy of the future ones. I am the legacy of the future ones. I am the legacy of the future ones. All the steps of history converge in me. And my next step is for those who expect and wait for me in the future. Awesome. This is our tiny step from the unconsciousness towards the consciousness. And this is my legacy to the future ones. The network of consciousness. I am who I am. Take a deep breath. Take your hands to your chest. Take a deep breath. And slowly I begin to caress the body, bringing this consciousness everywhere. And slowly I come back here and now, opening my eyes, each one at its own time. Thank you, everybody, for being there, here, and now. See you tomorrow in a new time. Rest. See you tomorrow.